Good morning. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. I'm Jen Wilson, and I'm here on National Fire Some Clients Day with my partner, Tamera Loerzel. Hey, Tamera.
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Well, for some of you, you may be like, hey, wait a minute. This is the wrong time. They don't stream live at this hour. And we don't. This is not our normal time to stream live, but we're having a special holiday stream today because at Convergence Coaching, we declared October 21st, National Fire Some Clients Day. And we did that because we were trying to draw attention to and motivate and inspire, inspire, rally, encourage, I don't know what else, push maybe our clients and our friends in public accounting to right size their capacity, to say goodbye to clients that don't fit the firm anymore, to get their load down before the spring busy season. And so we're just here to kind of rally you around the idea, get you really thinking, how can we get this done? And we know we have a lot of people who are actually executing goodbye letters this week. And they've been working on this with us for months or for weeks. And as soon as we declared the holiday, we got a lot of activity and people downloaded our tool set and go to our website to find that, because we have a bunch of tools and resources to help you to do this. But Tamera, maybe you could share a little bit about how life will be better after we do this, and maybe also a little bit about some things to think about doing it.
Yeah, perfect. Well, so what will be better is you will bring your people hope, and you will they will be able to see that we can actually handle busy season and we don't have to have it be like it always has been. And so I think that's the biggest thing, is just to create some literal breathing room for your partners, for your staff, for your team members. And it'll be better for your clients because you'll be able to spend the time that you want to spend with them. We hear that all the time. It's like, there is so much more I could do. I'm just in and out and we're surfaced because it's so busy in many cases. I know that's not everywhere, but in many cases. And so you'll be able to go deeper and really take care of those clients that are, the right fit and that value your service and value the advice that you're giving, so that you're able to do that. So those are the biggest benefits. And we know some people have been following us on this, but we know some people are waking up going, this is the first I've heard of National Fire Some Clients Day. So we know you can't probably wake up today and fire clients. You might have some, by the way, that you could by the end of the day. I challenge you to that, but you can start today and start to identify and do just an analysis. And I struggle saying that word, Jen. I think it's too complicated. We want to simplify it. And you look at your clients and say, there's first of all, some quick hits, those slow pay, no pay. Every year you triangulate about them. We talk about triangulation and, gossiping and complaining, and we triangulate about clients. That's a suspect. Those are suspects. And then you have others that, we should no longer be serving. You've been talking about it in your leadership group, or it's just risky to be serving, some of those one-offs or 2 or 3 offs. It's not healthy for the firm to have them. And then your team members have some clients that they wonder, why are we serving these? For a lot of reasons. And so you can start there. But then look at the clients, and this is a good time to sit down and evaluate them and say which ones should no longer fit. And Jen, maybe we talk about some objections, because I know that's one of the things that we get a lot of is objections. I can hear it already, coming up.
Okay, before we do that, I want to throw one more group into the low-hanging fruit to fire your clients, and that's clients who are mean to us. Clients where the leadership is diminishing, demeaning, punishing. I had a coaching call yesterday with a young leader, and he wanted my help dealing with a couple of key business owners that he's responsible for serving. They're not really his clients. He's on the client engagements, and he said, Jen, they're arrogant, they're mean, they kind of demean us in front of others, and also their own people. These leaders, and he wanted me to help him manage them. And we talked about different strategies for lightening the air in the room when that's happening. But I also said, I've got a really simple strategy, and that is we can't have clients that diminish and demean and punish us. Yes. It doesn't work. It's not a partnership. That's toxic. It's dysfunctional. We have to manage it. But if they will not stop that, or if we know that we can't manage it, Why are we doing it? No revenue in the world is worth the emotional drain, the mental illness hit, the lack of emotional and psychological safety feelings of your people. No way. And so anyway, that's another group that I just really think we should be honest about. So common objections. I mean, there are a ton of them. One of them is, well, I'm not going to do it if you don't do it, Tamera. You and I are business partners. I'm not going to diminish my book under management and then let you have the biggest book under management. My book is bigger than your book, that game. Somebody's got to lead. That's the first thing I'm going to say. That's the least leaderly, objection that we hear, I think. Somebody's got to take a stand in the organization. We shouldn't have to take a comp hit or a buy-sell hit to do this. We should agree that we're going to protect those things for sure. But we absolutely cannot expect everybody to do this with us in the firm. That's not how any change management happens. There's always somebody at the front of the change curve. Please be that person. Please lead by example. And frankly, they may suffer and punish and beat up their people all next busy season. You will have created room. Your team members will see and have hope from it. They will feel better. You will go deeper with clients. You will end up with as much revenue from the book under management as you did before, especially if you raise fees by at least 10% as we go into the spring, and you absolutely should be doing that. But also if you go deeper, as Tamera mentioned, you're going to absolutely replace the revenue. This isn't about a revenue reduction strategy per se. It doesn't have to be anyway. It just has to be get the volume game, this conveyor belt with tons and tons of deliverables and tons of client names and people we can't really know and serve and understand. Get that, the sea of minnows reduced so that we could do a better job with others. So that's a big one. Another big one is I don't know who to call. I don't know who to fire. I don't know where to go with that. And we have a list of possible ways of going about this. We mentioned a bunch just now in this stream, but we also have a written list, and we have a frequently asked questions document that we wrote. Tamera and I brainstormed all the objections everybody gives us all the time, same usual suspects of objections. And we wrote the list of possibilities to consider when calling clients. A lot of people will say, well, realization, let's just, anybody under, 70% realization, God. Well, realization is a manipulatable metric. And so there are some people who are super scrupulous and they put every second of time in, and their realization may be poorer than those who have been burying time, frankly. So their clients get kept, but they're actually not priced right, probably. And so that's a very dangerous single thing to go off of. We would not encourage that. Instead, there are other ways of looking at the client base. And we mentioned some here, but there are even a longer list in our frequently asked questions document that's part of the tool set that you can download. And that tool set's out there for free. We do have one webinar that you'd have to pay for to download that teaches the whole process and has other firms commenting on it and sharing their ideas in a chat stream that you also download. But other than that, the rest of the tools and resources are completely free, and we want you to use them.
Yes, perfect. I think speaking of the book of business, another objection we get is it going to impact my comp or my buyout? And we would put things in place so that does not happen. We want to incent the right behaviors, and so not penalize them. And sometimes that's a fear or a risk. And those that are being leaderly and doing the right thing and identifying those clients that are no longer a fit, I think is super important, to be able to do that. And I think we know it's a relationship business. And I think we need to address that too, Jen, because we hear all the time that, they've been a client for 30 years or 40 years, or I sit on the board with their brother, or like there's a list, they're a good referral source. First of all, we would ask if we're really tracking that. And are they referring the right kind of clients? Our ideal clients, have we defined that? But these are business people. These are good relationships. We should be able to explain, hey, the right thing to do for our business and for our people, frankly, is to focus. And we could create messaging, and there's some messaging in that FAQs, to be able to have confidence in saying that. And if it's just like, I can't do this, then Jen and I would do it together. If we really have to do that, Jen would get in there with me and say, hey, I'll make that phone call. I know them too. We can do this, or, whatever it might be. So in extreme cases, that's a possibility as well.
Oh, 100%. And I mean, there are some people in our organization that can't fire people. They can't fire clients. They can't give feedback. They're extraordinary harmonists. And it will make them have a lack of psychological safety and really feel truly ill to do it. But they need to do it and they want to do it. They just can't do it themselves. And there are a team of people inside your organization I know that could do it. I think Tamara is exactly right. We have to team up together, or even excuse them from the conversation. And
right.
Take their face out of it and play bad guy solo, and just say, listen, Maureen is super sad about this process, but I've convinced her that we absolutely have to make some changes to her book of business, and unfortunately we're no longer able to serve you, just due to these capacity issues. And everybody understands the capacity issues; they're having them too. And it's not just in accounting and finance. It's everywhere. It's in all areas of work. And that's why you can't get a table at a restaurant, even though the tables are empty because they can't get bussed or there aren't enough cooks back there to cook. It's just really a shortage of human beings. And every single client in your client base understands that. And so heading down this path to protect your firm and to ensure the quality that you're committed to and to give your people that breathing room Tamara talked about, it's just so critical. Yeah. And so we hope that you will, in fact, rally around this in some way today. That if you weren't ready yet to send some letters or make some phone calls or send some emails, or you haven't already, and we know some of you have. We've been so happy, by the way, with the reporting on this. Thank you so much for the emails and for the social media reports. It warms our heart and it makes us feel really good about the fact that you're doing what you need to protect your business, and even the hard stuff. We got to do the hard stuff. We're leaders, and leaders do hard things. And so proud of all those efforts, hoping the rest of you will get on it and make that room. And then we want to hear what you do with the room. We want to hear about it, whatever that is that happens positively for you. And if anything happens negatively, we want to hear about that too, and we'll help you with it. We'll help you work through whatever sort of bumps in the road you have along the way. With a lack of participation from other partners, or whether it's a difficult conversation with a client or whatever it is. You can do this. And please don't fire your clients by raising fees. Some people think, okay, Jen, Tamara, we'll do it. We're going to raise fees by 20% today. Guess what? Most of them are going to take the fee increase. And you might be like, I should do that then. And we say, okay, raise the fees on the clients you want to keep. Don't fire by fee raise, because the suspicious clients for firing are the ones who most know they're going to have a difficult time finding another provider, and they are going to take that fee increase. And you will not make room. You'll make more money, but your people will be grossed out. Let me just tell you, they're going to not like that you traded money for work-life balance or work-life integration. So something to really think about. We hope that you'll participate in National Fire Some Clients Day.
Yes.
Thanks,
Let
everybody.
us know what questions you have. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for being here today.